It is week 4 of our campaign.
Crazy.
And I am here at Binge HQ. How do I switch the camera? Oh, I just did.
Hello! We're live.
We're live on YouTube, guys. Wow.
Penny, come.
I'm just incredibly excited.
Yeah.
It's a cool...
The energy here is electric.
It's a cool, brisk Monday morning in wherever city Yuri lives. You don't know.
Yep.
We don't know. How did we get here?
I'm pretty sure Las Vegas.
Yep.
Las Vegas.
I thought we were in Texas.
Are we in Texas?
We're not in New York?
I don't know.
We're here. We're, mustering up some excitement for donations. We just hit $32,000, which is super duper duper exciting. It is week 4. And we really announced a really exciting new perk, which is a beautiful little necklace that says Slutty Brownie on it, that is designed by my dear, dear, dear cousin, Lauren Brooke Jewelry. It's a really, really cool piece, and you can check it out on the Indiegogo page if you go to indiegogo.com/ or I don't know, Google Binge or something.
Didn't see that coming.
Hi. Yes, you should get it. There are only 8 left. There are only 10 available in the world, in the whole wide world.
Yeah,
And
because they shaved her fully, right? So she's
there are only 8 left.
Yeah, for real.
So I would say hop on to it. Hey Yuri, do you want to log on to this and post the link
Yeah, what link?
to the site so people can buy the necklace?
To the necklace site. Or to Indiegogo.
To the Indiegogo page.
Yes.
It's on the. It is on the Indiegogo page. Yes, it is at the 115 level.
now.
Slutty Brownie necklace. It's really cute. We were really excited that Lauren was able to make these for us. It's really awesome of her. So yeah, this is our last meeting before we all kind of go our separate ways for the holiday season.
I'm never seeing you again.
Never see each other again.
We're never gonna see each other ever again, which is it's gonna make it hard to make the show, but we'll still do it anyway.
We're gonna do it all remotely.
We're gonna do it all
Green
remotely.
screens and stuff, yeah.
Just kidding. Oh, very bad connection.
I don't know why that happens here. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, yeah, very bad connection. Can people see this? Because it says on my phone, very bad connection.
I see you.
And okay.
It's
Okay.
working. I mean, you're just a little fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
What is it there?
Cool. What's everyone doing on a Monday morning? I guess it's not Monday morning everywhere, is it?
Some places it's Wednesday morning.
Yeah, you never know. We're super excited. We have a brand new Binge review coming your way on Wednesday with the fabulous Ryan Sheldon, who is known for his amazing Instagram and blog called Binge Eater Confessions. Pistachios. And he's talking about being a fella with binge eating disorder and what it's been like for him to sort of actively broadcast his recovery on social media, and talk about being a man with an eating disorder and the challenges that come along with that. And he's got a lot of, he's super educated and speaks at NEDA conferences, and he's a really awesome, oh yeah, you do get to be in London, so you do still win. He's a really awesome dude, so we're really excited to share that with you on Wednesday. Also, I'm going to see the Lady Gaga concert tonight.
We are selling mugs.
Yes, the mugs are available. Our exclusive I Made Bulimia My Bitch mug is available on our Indiegogo site, and then our original, My Other Mug Is Your Mom, and If You Can Read This, Shut Up from The Blind Girl are on our website. You could send that link if you wanted some.
I sure will.
Yeah.
It's been to Series store?
And just go to the website.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so lots of cool things. You're live. $32.
From Binge? I did nothing sure.
Okay, I think I'm back.
Yeah, no. You are back.
Okay, I'm back. What was I talking about?
I think donating to Binge.
Donating to Binge, yeah. Donating to Binge.
There's probably something binge related.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
think
yep,
it
yep.
was all of us on the
About
Wi-Fi.
binge watching a show or something? I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about
Something
binge watching
binge.
the new Netflix show.
Oh, yeah. Night, Happy. Have
Happy?
you seen that show yet?
No.
It's amazing.
happy.
I just watched that show. Oh, okay. I just watched Dark, which I really liked. Dark is really good. It's a German
Okay.
Oh, okay.
show. Yeah, we're off topic.
I don't think it's Binge the Series / Shop.
It just worked.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Happy, it's about, it's gritty, like...
I'm back,
he's
yes.
an ex-con.
Not great Wi-Fi at Casa del Yuri.
I don't know the full backstory.
That's okay.
Now he's like,
Wait, not again. I don't think
see
we
the underbelly of life, you know what I mean? Like,
What?
kill bad guys, but like,
I don't think
very gritty and bad.
Yeah.
the Wi-Fi is not
and
working
some
so well. Unless
Little
other people
girl gets
don't need the
kidnapped
Wi-Fi.
by
Now
her
everyone needs
imaginary
Wi-Fi
friend,
now.
which is this
Um,
happy
Oh, you're back.
flying unicorn.
It keeps going in and
That's
out.
voiced by Patton Oswalt.
So,
Yeah.
people keep signing off too because it's so bad.
Yeah.
This druggy dude and tries to
Maybe,
get him to help
maybe.
save the girl.
Stop it.
And it's weird, like there's a scene. You can watch the full episode all the episodes for free.
Oh, nice.
Free donation.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. I switched Wi-Fi networks. Where's your router?
Yes.
Like,
Okay.
literally sent you a link.
Both-
I'm not
both
quite
for
sure
me.
what that is, but it looks cool.
This is supposed to be so you can feel.
I think so.
That's for me.
It seems a bit extreme.
Okay,
also
I'm back. I'm on a new
expensive.
wireless network,
It's
so
pretty funny.
hopefully it'll work a little bit better. We'll see. Let's see how this goes.
We just got 2 donations.
We just got 2 donations.
Angelo and April Anderson.
So yes, so we are getting really close to our goal. We're super excited because we still have over 2 weeks left, and if we hit our goal before then, we have a bunch of stretch goals in where we'll create more content, different types of content to supplement the show, and a lot of like really cool stuff. So we're really hoping that we can surpass our goal. Do I still have bad days? Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely still have bad days. How do I get through it? I try to take things slow and go to bed early and set sort of like boundaries for myself. If I've committed to a lot of activities and I'm feeling like I don't have the bandwidth emotionally to do them, I'll back out. I try to put myself first as much as I can without being an asshole. Little things like taking a long shower or
Painting your nails.
I was just about to say that, painting my
love that.
nails.
I don't know why. It just
it's
makes you feel good.
soothing and it's like,
And
or
you
like,
have to focus on it.
or
So you can't really like, I don't know. You have to focus on it so you can't really like look outside of that.
yeah,
Or even sometimes I take extra long to do my makeup.
yeah, yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Which we're all
Yeah.
thankful for.
We're all thankful for makeup.
It's like, I think that's a good point. Like anything that requires a lot of focus, and it's like a little bit monotonous can be helpful. Like coloring, I like to bring like coloring books to like family gatherings, or I'm definitely gonna have them around at Christmas because it's just nice to like have something to put your energy into. Keeps you grounded, and is also like fun. Like fun to do. Stuff like that can be really helpful to like load your tool belt up with lots of stuff. Oh, we love you too, random Rach. We just got a couple of new donations. $32,050, which is super exciting. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're up to today. We're just doing our posting and reaching out and trying to get support from people in our network and our community, and people have been incredibly supportive. We're also doing this thing. How many days of Hanukkah is left?
2.
2 more days of
Next 2 days.
Hanukkah. So for the next 2 days, any item you purchase from this great designer named Aisha. Her shop is called Aisha. God damn it, Aisha. I just know someone named Aish that pronounces it the other way.
That's so funny. It's not the right one.
Aisha, adorned by Aisha. It's a gorgeous name. And she makes gorgeous, gorgeous jewelry. Anything purchased from her Etsy shop or her shop that Yuri just posted, all the proceeds will go to Binge if you write Binge in the notes to seller. So we're really, really excited about that. Don't you think being so very open about eating disorders and portraying it in the media might trigger people and they might struggle with something? It could give them the idea to like throw up. That's a very good question. I think a lot of the media in the past that has portrayed eating disorders has been very triggering, and I do think that Binge could definitely be triggering for someone depending on like what stage of their eating disorder they're in. But one of the things that we're trying to show in this show is that the reality of living with an eating disorder is actually not glamorous at all, and is not anything one should sort of strive to live like. I think a lot of times we see images of girls being wayfish and looking so fragile, and we sort of hold that up to a high standard in our culture. And you guys, sorry, hang on, I'm answering a question. And so yeah, I do think there's a chance the show could be triggering, but our goal is to show the reality of it, and hopefully we do more good than harm. And we also try to pad the shows with resources to reach out to, and we're hoping to really, and it's already kind of done this, like expand this into a whole community of people who support and encourage each other. So well, we definitely want to make sure to do trigger warnings and stuff like that. We think it's worthwhile. Oh shoot, Sam Catter wrote she or he bought a bunch of stuff from Aisha's Etsy shop to support us, but didn't know she had to write Binge in the notes.
I'll tell Aisha.
Okay, so we'll tell Aisha. Cam Cater, yeah. So Cam, if that's not your name on Etsy, can you send us a message on like Instagram, and write what information you put it on Etsy, and we'll tell her. Thank you for doing that, and also the jewelry you're gonna get is gonna be really awesome.
Coming in.
How did you finally decide that you wanted to fully recover? It's a hard thing, and I think that changing your mind every 5 minutes is a super common thing to experience. I definitely experienced that when before I was in recovery, while I was in recovery, even after I left my treatment program. But I think you just keep following the steps that you need to take for health, even when your mind is sort of faltering and you're feeling like today's not the day. I actually don't want this. If you can sort of stay on your meal plan and do the steps that your team has sort of sorted out for you, if you can try and stay at least physically on track, I really do believe that your brain will sort of catch up, and it's going to be easier and easier for you to commit emotionally and fully to your recovery. At least that's how I experienced it for me. And if you're feeling like you don't want to recover today, maybe don't judge those feelings. Like, it's okay to feel that way. I hope you will still choose to pursue recovery, but you're allowed to feel feelings of grief and anger and sadness and hopelessness. That's all part of it. And there's nothing weird or crazy about feeling all those things. Let me see. Pearl asks, do you miss your eating disorder sometimes? Absolutely not. No, I don't miss it. No. It destroyed my relationship with myself, and it made my life really small, and it made me feel helpless and powerless and stupid. It was like the most abusive relationship I've ever been in, and I don't miss it at all, and I wish I had spent a lot less time with it. I understand the grief that is involved in letting it go. That's a real experience. But now, being almost 5 years later, I'm able to really see it for what it actually was, and there's nothing romantic or nostalgic or positive about it at all for me anymore. Let's see here. Is recovery possible without professional help? Absolutely. Actually, if you watch last week's Binge review with Jenny Sue, my friend Jenny, she achieved full recovery without, she saw a therapist a couple of times, but without any sort of structured help, with any sort of structured team, she just like white knuckled it and found a way to do it on her own. And while, she says in her interview that she really suggests reaching out for help, there are definitely ways to do it without it, especially if the resources aren't available for you. I would also highly recommend Carolyn Costin's book, The 8 Keys to Eating Disorder Recovery. She takes you through what she believes is a really good plan for achieving recovery, and ideally that's supported with a therapist and a dietitian and a psychiatrist and a full team. But even if it's not, you can really do a lot of really exceptional self-work following what she's sort of prescribed and written out to you. Let's see here. Hi. Did they have any problems with the controversial topic? I don't think. What would you say to that, Yuri? Like, we're pitching this.
Here, I'll walk over to you.
No. Ow.
Like someone.
Oh God, there you are.
So, I'm gonna just direct all my answers.
Oh my
into
God,
Angela's
I
face.
hate this.
So I think that generally people liked it. They thought it was a little dark when they read the script. I don't know if anyone specifically.
Oh my God.
I don't know if anyone specifically told us that it was a problem with an eating disorder. I think some people thought it was too specific. Right? Like they only thought that people who have eating disorders would be interested in it, which we disagree and think is crazy.
Which one, like 1/10 of the population has an eating disorder,
Yeah.
so that's like a massive audience. It's way larger than trying to hit a lot of the other demographics that shows hit. And also we hopefully, oh my God. Come talk. We also like hope to like hit on themes that are universal. Like eating disorders are just manifestations of like being a human.
Anxiety, and being out of control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
We had the same. I've had a guy reach out to me who's like a mechanic who I used to play hockey with when we were young, and was like, "I love this show," and I'm like, "Really?" And
we had a trucker from the Midwest reach out and even bought a mug. He's like, "I love this."
Yeah, so it's. I think everyone knows what it's like to be out of control.
Yeah, and to feel sort of powerless and like a disaster.
Someone asked earlier how it came together, how you approached me, and what I thought about it.
Well, I stalked him in an alley, kicked him in the nuts, gun to his head.
Yeah. But it worked out. So that's the lesson here.
No, we were actually like friends. We were friends when. This is just really weird that you're like over behind me. It's really weird.
Yeah.
We were friends when I was in treatment.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. We met right before Angela went to treatment.
Yeah. And we talked about it while I was there. Okay. Fine. Oh my God.
Justin, could you shoot that?
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to switch the camera around. Oh, hey, it's me. Let's just flip it.
Everyone just wants to see Justin anyway.
Hi, guys. Where is it? This button?
Justin, do a sexy dance.
Hey, there we go. It's back on. Nobody wants to see me.
That's not true.
Really?
Yeah, you have a little...
little fandom. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's a nice 2-shot on you guys right now.
Oh, thanks, Justin.
So what were we saying? Oh, I met Angela through a friend. She was in a movie that that my friend did.
I might have heard of it. It was called The Birds.
Wait.
What?
It was
I'm really
called.
tired.
It was a Shakespeare movie. Called, what was it called?
There Will Be Blood.
Dina says, "I'm out, but have fun, guys." And thanks for
You're
answering
losing
questions.
people.
All the love from Germany.
Oh.
She had to go.
She had to go.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little tired.
Anyway, so Angela came to me with a story after we were already friends, and what I thought about it was that it was, I mean, I think the first thing that struck me is that, like, again, I understood what she was talking about despite never having an eating disorder, so I think, like, just I think the idea is very universal, and also I thought it was really funny, and, like, her experience was really funny. Danielle is just
Danielle's just like making noises.
I like super forgot what we were doing.
Over there making fart.
We're just talking about things. Anyway, so I thought it was just a really cool, fun story. I know it's weird to say that this is a cool, fun story.
It's a cool, fun story.
But as a story, it was just really interesting. And
well, I also remember you saying that you were like, because you write mostly with your brother and dudes, and you're like, I'm, interested in writing more female-driven content.
Sounds like something you said.
A dude. You said that to me.
I did say that. Yeah, I mean, it's nice to tell a female story.
You were just going to help me outline it, and then you're like, actually.
I want to write it with you, yeah. Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, I think more women's stories need to be told. And
just like one or two more, though, not too many.
Yeah, not too many.
Look,
yeah, one a year.
What, it's going to be a bunch of tampon comedies.
Nobody wants to see a tampon comedy.
A tampomedy.
A tampomedy.
Oh,
I'm just giving you an idea for a show.
Yeah,
actually.
Great tampomedy.
But that's. I don't know if there are more questions for me, but that was my answer.
Okay. Thanks, Justin.
You're welcome. No, I have a little tripod that's like this big, and it has a thing that holds the phone. I should bring that, because then you can just do...
I almost put, please.
And then maybe I need to bring your keyboard.
Oh, that makes me feel really happy. Rach.
And your birthday present.
That's great. How can you tell the difference between you and the ED relating to likes, dislikes, and behaviors?
You want a J Versace poster with like him side by side, like it's...
No.
Well, that's the...
Sorry, I keep getting distracted by what's going on in this kitchen. How do you tell the difference between you and the eating disorder thoughts? It's something that you sort of learn and continue to refine as you work on your recovery. But I generally think like a really good rule of thumb is if you... I can't think. I'm tired. Any sort of noise, I'm like...
And
what?
You like things to listen to?
There's a good question that I want to...
Okay, wait, let me finish this question. If it's something you wouldn't say to your best friend, it's probably an eating disorder thought. It's probably a mean thought. If it's generally mean, you can guess that it's not coming from you. That's sort of what I would say. No, recovery isn't easy. That's very, very true.
There's a question for you higher up. They said, do you have any tips to manage not to completely relapse while I'm living on my own over the holidays?
Oh, yeah. Tips for the holidays. If you are still working with a nutritionist or a dietitian or a therapist, I think what has worked best for me in the past is to be super, super prepared, to sort of meal plan and prep. Even if you're like out of the meal planning stage and you're sort of intuitively eating, if you feel a little bit nervous that things might get triggering for you, I'd say listen to that voice and do some extra work to really prepare to go into battle against the eating disorder. So I like to create some meal plans ahead of time, plan things out with my parents or grandparents or whoever's hosting to kind of find out what kinds of foods will be there so I can not be surprised by something that might be triggering. I like to bring things to do. I find having holiday events where you're just, I'm from the Midwest, so a lot of our holiday events are just like sitting around eating, which can be super fun, but can also be really hard. So bringing things like games, coloring books, arts and crafts, or planning things like taking a walk or everyone going bowling or a movie, something where you can like do something actively together and not just sit around in front of a table full of food, can be really helpful in reminding yourself, you know, why you want to recover in the first place, and that is to like enjoy time with people that you love, right?
What about that heads up game? Where it's like
heads up.
Would that work?
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Right.
Great job. Hey, great job, Justin. Not only are you handsome, but you've got great ideas.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Alicia, I know that feeling. I know what it's like to be there, and it's really, really hard and really, really frustrating and scary and annoying. But if you can keep seeking help, if you can find someone to help you, it's just such a tall order to ask yourself to try and do it alone. And you deserve to have a team or a person or someone with you, helping you through it, helping you to navigate all of the feelings that will come up when you start to let the eating disorder go. And I'd also just remind you that like it feels really big and really impossible right now, but that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and the amount of time it takes to recover is actually a lot less than people normally spend in their eating disorder. Let's see. Yeah, comorbid mental illnesses, absolutely. I think my biggest thing is anxiety. I am a very anxious person, and all of the women in my family are, and we're actually all medicated for it because it's can be quite debilitating. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of comorbidity with eating disorders because eating disorders are just symptoms of something else, right? They're the way your experience is being manifest, and so there's a big amount of comorbidity. I personally don't struggle with PTSD, but I know that that's the case for a lot of people, and I can't imagine how difficult that is. And I would just hope that you're being supported and lifted up as you fight for your future. Mimi, so that's interesting. So when you decide to recover, it's like you decide to not be yourself anymore. I would actually say, Mimi, that it's exactly the opposite. In my experience, my eating disorder hijacked my life. It hijacked my joy, it hijacked my brain, it hijacked my habits, it hijacked my relationships. And the farther I got into recovery, the more I rediscovered who I actually was. The eating disorder isn't you. It can't exist without you, right? Like your eating disorder, you are giving it power, not to blame. Like it takes on a life of its own. It doesn't mean that you're responsible for it, but it does mean that it is not its own identity. It's an identity that is feeding off of you. And when you're able to let the eating disorder go, all that will be left is you. So you're not going to be yourself anymore. You're going to be your full self, which can be a really scary thought and a scary thing to sort of look at. And that's why it's so important, I think, to have a team, and to have people around you who can support you, because, you know, it's looking in the mirror is a really hard thing to do. And, but I would just say, you know, you're stronger than the eating disorder. Yeah, eating disorders are like viruses, non-existent without the host. Absolutely. Okay. You guys are all amazing. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired today and distracted.
Someone asked real fast before we go if this is going to be this week's AMA. Are you going to do another one later?
Yeah, I'll do another one on Thursday again.
But you have to wear a Christmas sweater. No, you have to wear.
I'm going to wear the sweater.
The sweater.
Yeah. So I'll do another one of these on Thursday. Okay, you're all amazing. Say bye to the team.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Ask her that. Ask her if she's Heather Emoto.
Heather Emoto.